Hello everyone, welcome back. So we are going to continue from the previous video where we were working on the specific user profile, and with that we are loading all their posts and stuff like that. But we're having an issue. Like if I comment on this and hit enter, it's going to like completely destroy the view. So a little bit of research about that, and after that I figure out that the comment has this issue. So if I remove this comment and refresh the page and try that thing again, let's see if that still going to throw an error. And I don't know this is luck or what is wrong with that, but it's now not like destroying the UI. But I think that is because the rules of Livewire is that there is only one main container or div in the livewire component blend file, and over there we are just adding comment, and maybe somehow they considered that as a component and that becomes separate, right? So that's why maybe it's destroys the UI. So if you have any thoughts on that, please let me know in the comments. I will appreciate viewing through your thoughts about that. We are going to continue on. We have these sections. We can like a post, we can comment on that and stuff like that. We are going to work on the loading the media. I'm going to remove the groups as well, and let's just jump in. So I'm going to go here. The first thing, I think I can load this thing. This is some link, so let's find it out. Here is our mail icon, and that is right here, and we are looking for this one. So we have to go down. On the other side of media, here we have the alt more. So this means like this returns more information about the specific user, but we don't need that, so I'm gonna remove that. And let's work on media. So the way we are going to do that is like I will create we can create another route for that as well, but I'm going to create a variable. Whenever you click on that, that will be activated and another view will be rendered instead of this one. So let's just jump in. So I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna duplicate this view, and let's call it user dash media, like where all the media will be rendered instead of basic information, something like that. Instead of basic post, we are going to render the media like images and videos. So the first thing we're gonna do here is like to make this like enabled, and the way we can do that is removing and adding. So if I search for about, it has a class active, so I'm going to just remove that class from there, come here to the media and add that class. Also we can remove this section that is called excel-4, because you're on media, we can remove that, otherwise we can leave that, but I'm going to remove that, or just comment it, and later on if you guys want to do something with that, you can do that as well. I'm gonna do this with call excel 12. This is gonna be 12 forever, so I think I can do it like md call 12 is gonna be column 12 forever, so that is fine. And here this is gonna be the like pretty much the same thing, except um, we are rendering the media, right? So um, we have to look for the posts that have media. So the way we do that is we will like leave that as it is, except we will change the structure, the algorithm that is used in the PHP file. So I'm going to go to the PHP file. Also, if I go to the user, here we have to do something, right? So I'm going to remove this thing. I'm going to remove the href as well, and this is instead of anchor tag, I'm going to call it button, and I'm going to call a method wire click, and let's call it toggle media or something. Let's say toggle. That is gonna be fine. Like whenever this function is called, it's going to reverse the thing, like media or general post, those things. This is gonna be toggle. So I'm gonna create that function. I'm gonna go to user. Here I'm gonna create a variable. So let's say loader, and we have the initialize method, right? The mount in the current file. We are loading the UUID, so we should have that, yeah. And the default view, let's say, let's set it like binary integer. So this is gonna be one, and the variable name is loader. Yeah, and when rendering the templates, we're gonna add condition and like conditional rendering. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add condition like if and if the loader equals to 1, then load the general view, otherwise load the special view or something like that. So else go ahead and load the another view, and that is the one that we just created, the user dash media. And here the loading thing is gonna change, so I think we can move that inside like this. And um, I think this is needed everywhere, so I'm gonna do that outside. Post IDs, post IDs are also required, I guess, because using the post IDs we will be able to collect the post medias, right? So I'm gonna do that, and after that, wait a minute, we already have the condition for that, as you can see right here. So I think so here we are just loading the images, but we need the media, like all the media, images and videos, both of them. So I'm gonna create a variable. So the condition will, we have the post IDs, right? The post IDs of this user. So using that post IDs, I'm gonna search for the post in the post media, and I don't have to worry about the types. I'm gonna load the images as well as videos, and here um, we have the post media, right? This will return the um, this will return like the post, all the post media objects, right? So I'm just interested in the post IDs, because the where and in this case is going to return the posts that like this is going to return a lot of posts, right? Like the post IDs are all the posts, but in this case we are only collecting the posts that are involved in post media. So I'm gonna plug the post ID from here. So plug, and then here gonna for post underscore ID, and now we have the post that have the ID, so we can load the posts. So I'm gonna copy that, come here to the posts, and I'm gonna paste that, and here we can have the general query. So I'm gonna remove the plug, instead of plug let's say git, and here we'll go the where, and we are going to use the where in. We can have the user ID condition, but we already have that, we already filtered the post with that, so we don't need to use that again right here. And this is going to be the ID, right? Because we got the IDs from here, and then I'm going to pass the media, or we call it let's say posts with media. I'm going to copy that, and then come right here and paste that here, and we don't need the post media. I'm going to remove that section. We already have comment that, and then the user will come from here. So let's try that out actually. So I'm going to go to the post media, and let's make sure we do have commented the about section and something like that. So I'm gonna um, refresh the page, and let's see if that is going to work on if I click on this thing. Okay, the styling is changed. So if I click on this, let's see what happens. Seems like nothing happens. We have an error. The toggle is not defined, not found. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to, yeah, we haven't created that method, so I'm gonna create that as well. I'm gonna come here, and there is gonna be public function, and all this is gonna do is like toggle the value of the loader. So I'm gonna do this of loader equals to not loader, like toggle the value. So I'm gonna do this. Also, you saw the UI that the um, media menu item is like not looking good, so I'm going to change it to anchor tag again, and that is fine because we have the wire click. Also we can pass the href with the hash. That's also fine, and let's try that out. Also another thing we have to think about is if you go to that page, how you will return back to this page. So we have to pass this thing to the about page, about item as well. So I'm gonna come here and paste that. This is also gonna call that method, and also I have to comment this because we don't need to implement this functionality in our case. And also I have to do the same thing in the in the post media, the user media table. Sorry, not table, the user media live wire blade component. So I'm gonna paste that thing here, and let's refresh the page and see how this is going to work for us. So now I'm on the home page, right? So if I click on media, yeah, as you can see it worked, but the Ectio is still about. So we have to think about that, and the UI, as you can see now, we have the call of wealth forever. So I'm gonna come here, go to, yeah, I'm already on that page, so I'm gonna remove that from here and set this as active. And let's refresh the page. The default will be the default page, right? So like whenever the mount method is called, it's gonna set the value of loader to 1, and whenever you click on the menu item, it's gonna change the value. So if I click on this, it's this one, as you can see, active, and if I click on this, now this one is active. So that is working fine. I think we can carry on from here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one where we will implement some new features in this application.